and first column element, that is 3 plus second column second row element, that is first row second column. Here is second row first column, that is 35. So this is 35 plus 3, then 8 plus 20, then 18 plus 14, and then 48 plus 8. So your answer is option A. Correct answer is A. Chalo, next question is here. The eigenvalues of the matrix given below are. A matrix is given to you and it is asked to find out the eigenvalues. What will be the eigenvalues of this matrix? Okay, if it was upper triangular or lower triangular, we could say the diagonal elements are the eigenvalues, but this is not the case. This is not upper triangular or this is not also lower triangular. We need to find the eigenvalues. Then how to find the eigenvalues? Call this matrix as A and write determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. Okay, and solve that equation. We'll get different values of lambda. And what we get, please share with me. Okay, I'm waiting for your answer. Take your time, solve and tell me the answer. Whoever finishes first can unmute yourself and tell me the answer.
A.
Is Prajakta A again? Okay, we'll check. Okay, who else have solved and can go ahead with the answer? Okay, then we'll go towards answer. We have written determinant A minus lambda I, that is first, this is I, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. With that we are multiplying lambda, so that so that matrix becomes lambda 0 0 0 lambda 0 and 0 0 lambda, right? And we are subtracting that that matrix from A. So we have A matrix, subtracting. Here it is 0, so after subtraction there will be no change. So only the change will be in diagonal, that is whatever elements are there, we'll write minus lambda to them, right? And taking determinant, so here it is all the things are negative sign. So we can take that negative sign out 3 times, that is negative, and it is lambda into 4 plus lambda plus 3, right? So solving that, we get this equation. So these are 3 roots, right? And you can solve for the roots. So these roots are 0, -1 and -3. Okay, now your question will be, if we do not allowed to use calculator, then how to find these roots? Then how to find? Anyone please share here. If calculator is not allowed, then how to find the roots? How to find the correct
Division.
answer? Yes? Sorry? Once again, Prajakta, I could not hear you. How to find the answer? Most of the people will tell me that, madam, here it is lambda cube and cube equations. We do not have standard formula directly. Either on calculator we can solve, or we have to use synthetic division method. That is very good. Synthetic division is there, but there is only there is one way out. What is that? We should go towards answers, right? And the answers, which answers after substituting in this equation will gives you 0. That will be your correct answer. So you can check. Is 0 the answer? Okay, you can check.
Ma'am,
Yes, Prajakta?
I have one question.
Huh.
If we convert that matrix into the upper triangular matrix, then diagonal element its eigenvalues, then there
Yes.
is not what it is a
Okay, then it will be very good. If we reduce that matrix into upper triangular or lower triangular, then only whatever is the diagonal is your eigenvalues. That is absolutely true. No doubt in that. Okay. Chalo, next question. Consider the following simultaneous equations with C1 and C2 being constants. So the equations are this. Then the characteristic equation for these simultaneous equations is, your question is to find the characteristic equation. And what is the characteristic equation? We know that is by two ways we can find that. What is that? As these are two equations, we'll write in the matrix form. Okay, we'll write that. And then characteristic equation is nothing but mod A minus lambda I is equal to 0, or determinant A minus lambda I equal to 0, right? Or we have one more formula, that is lambda square plus trace of lambda, trace of matrix into lambda plus determinant of A, a minus. Okay, use the formula, you will get the answer, that is determinant of A minus lambda I. Right? So determinant A minus lambda I is equal to 0. That is determinant will be 3 minus lambda, and here will be 1 minus lambda, 2, 4 as it is. So solving the determinant, 3 minus lambda into 1 minus lambda minus 8 is equal to 0. So what we get here is 3 minus lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 8. Solving that, we get lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 5. Here it is plus lambda square, as it is minus and minus, so here it is plus. So it is lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 5. So your correct answer is option A. Chalo, next question. This is for you. The determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix is 50. If one eigenvalue of the matrix is 10, the other eigenvalue is. Your answer.
5.
Okay, 5, very good. How to solve that? Can you explain how?
Lambda 1.
Yes?
Lambda 1 into lambda 2 is equal to determinant of A.
Very nice, very nice. As this is 2 by 2 matrix, it will have 2 eigenvalues. At the most, there will be 2 eigenvalues, right? So we say that lambda 1 and lambda 2, but we know determinant of matrix is nothing but multiplication of the eigenvalues, right? So lambda 1 into lambda 2 is 50, but one eigenvalue is given to you, that is 10. So other value is 50 by 10, that is 5. Good. Chalo, next question. The product of the eigenvalues of the matrix P is. First of all, you should solve for eigenvalues and finally the product. So go for eigenvalues first and multiply them, we'll get the answer. Use the equation determinant A minus lambda equal to 0. Solve for lambdas. And then multiplication of all of them. There will be 3 lambda, 3 eigenvalues.
Option C.
Option C, 6. Okay, anyone else have solved and want to tell me the answer? Or should we go towards answer? Prajakta is saying 6. Okay, then we'll check. It is saying B, 2. The product of the eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of P. We know this. Prajakta, you only have told me that. The product of the eigenvalues is nothing but the determinant, right? And what is asked is the product of eigenvalues. So actually, we need not find out all the eigenvalues. What we need to find is just the determinant of P. Whatever will be the value, that will be the product of eigenvalues, right? So your answer will be 2. That is the determinant, and the value of determinant is 2. Okay, so this will be the answer. Use the tricks. You actually do not want to find out actually what are the eigenvalues. Just don't go for that. We know product of the eigenvalues is equal to determinant of the matrix. Okay, so B is the correct option. Okay, next question is here. The rank of the matrix M is. Matrix is given to you and rank is asked. Done? Anyone? Please share your answer. Try to reduce the matrix in row echelon form, that is upper triangular. Try to reduce it in upper triangular form. And then tell me the rank. Just speak up. No problem if it gets wrong. Just speak up.
2.
Okay, 2. 2. Anyone else? Okay, it's very easy. Actually, it's very easy. We need not to actually reduce it into row echelon. What we will see here is 5, 10, 10, 3, 6, 6. So from this row, if I take 5 out, it will be 1, 2, 2. And from this row, it will take 3 out, it will be again 1, 2, 2. Right? This row is 1 to 2 and this row is 1 to 2. After subtracting this row from this, we'll get one row totally 0. Right? And here it is 1, 0, 2, not 1, 2, 2. So this will not, whole row will not be 0. So there will be 2 non-zero rows. So rank will be 2. Just see. They have solved it. That is firstly row interchange and then 5, 10, 10 and 3, 6, 6. Then actually operating row operation, that is from R2 we have subtracted 5R1 so that it is 0, and from this subtract 3R1 so that it will be 0, and while doing this we'll get such thing. And then
Ma'am,
yes,
here we can use one of the trick that if you find out the determinant value,
yes,
if it's 0,
yes,
then again we have to reduce rank by 1 and then again find out the minor. According to that, we can also find out the rank.
Okay, whatever you have tricks you can apply, but if we don't remember any trick there, then just go whatever we know, that how to find out the rank by reducing it to row echelon form, right? Whatever you are saying, that is also correct. Just find determinant and then minor rank. Okay, then after subtracting R3 from R3, that is, this will be, whole row will be 0 and 2 non-zero rows, so rank will be 2. This is by actually solving, or whatever I told you, that after taking 5 and 3 out, that will be 1 2 2 and 1 2 2 same rows, so one row will totally get deleted, and that's what rank will be 2. And whatever the project is saying, that is also correct. If you have that formula, you can go by that, no doubt. So correct answer is 2. Okay, the next question. Sorry. Consider the 5 by 5 matrix. A matrix is given to you, and it is given that A has only one real eigenvalue. Then the real eigenvalue of A is. It has only one real eigenvalue. Then the real eigenvalue, that real eigenvalue we asked. This is 5 by 5 matrix, and you have to find one eigenvalue, that is real eigenvalue of that. We need one eigenvalue, means such one equation will be sufficient so that we can find the eigenvalue. So if I'll give you a hint, okay? See all the columns or all the rows. Okay, we see all the columns. If we see all the columns, in first column 1 2 3 4 5 is there. In second also 1 2 3 4 5. In third also, in all the columns there are the terms 1 2 3 4 5. Right? Okay, then we first write, to find eigenvalue, we write Ax is equal to lambda x, right? Write that equation, Ax is equal to lambda x. But x will be now 5 by 1, 5 rows, 1 column, and call it as x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, or a, b, c, d, e, whatever you want. So write that equation, Ax is equal to bx or lambda x. Lambda x, we are solving for lambda. So lambda into a, b, c, d, e, whatever, x1, x2, x3, x4, x. Okay, then, okay, we are here, and now how to solve? Can we give me any hint on that? I told you, in all the columns, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same term is there. In every column, the same 5 terms are there. Or if we see rows, same thing is there. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay. So we have what we have, a minus lambda x is 0, that is x is lambda x, and we are considering a, b, c, d, e is the vector x. So ax is equal to lambda x. I have written here ax is equal to lambda x. So solving that, we get from the first equation a plus 2b plus 3c plus 4d plus 5e is equal to lambda a. Correct? This is your first equation. Second equation will be 5a plus b plus 2c plus 3d plus 4e is equal to lambda b. Correct? We are writing all such 5 equations there. Right? And then from all these equations, if we add them together, we can see a, b, c, d, e are the variable here, and here also a, b, c, d, e. Right? So add all these equations together. What we get? LHS will add first, and then we'll add RHS. So a plus 5a plus 4a plus 3a plus 2a. So 1, 5, 4, 3, 2. That is 15a. Same thing here. All the terms are same, just changing up by position. All the terms are same. So there is 15b, 15c, 15d and 15e is equal to lambda times a plus b plus c plus d plus e, right? After taking 15 common, this is also the term same. So on both sides, this term will get cancelled and your lambda will be 15. So a correct answer is option C. Lambda is 15. Any doubt? Okay, next question. The matrix A is equal to, matrix is given, has determinant A is equal to 100 and trace of A is equal to 14. Then the value of mod A minus B is. Okay, first of all, what is the definition of determinant and what is the trace? Determinant we have discussed already. Determinant is nothing but multiplication of all the eigenvalues. Then what is trace? What is trace of the matrix? Do you know that? Trace of the matrix? Trace is nothing but addition of all the eigenvalues. You are solving this and you are telling me the answer. Use the given thing, that is determinant and trace. So determinant is 100 and trace is 14. Determinant is nothing but multiplication of eigenvalues and trace is addition of the eigenvalues. You are solving till then. I will go towards answer. Since trace is 14, trace of A given is 14. That's why we are getting diagonal, they have considered as eigenvalues. But as there is 2, this is not the upper triangular matrix. First of all, you have to reduce it. So this is 5A, not considered. Okay. Okay. Trace is all the diagonals they have considered as eigenvalues. So that A plus B, from that equation we get 7. And since determinant is 100, okay, determinant is what? If we have any column where only one element is there and all other are 0, we can consider that row or that column, right? So this is the column where maximum zeros are there. So from that, we'll write the determinant. So 5 I'll write outside and then 5u into hide this row and this column and whatever elements remain into that, right? So 5u into A37, just check, A3702400B. Yes, 02400B. So that is equal to 100 is given to you, right? So 5u into solving this determinant, we get this 2 into A into B, right? So it is equal to 100. So 10 AB is 100. So AB is equal to 10. Okay. So solving these two equations again, A and B, we get B is, suppose 10 by A, substitute here B is 10 by A. So A square plus 10 is equal to 7A. So A square minus 7A plus 10 equal to 0, that is 5 and 2. So your answer is either A is 5 and B is 2, or we can say A is 2 or B and B is 5. But we have asked modulus of that. So 5 minus 2 or 2 minus 5. 3 or minus 3. But after taking the modulus, that will be 3. I think there should be one correction. It is not 2 there, it is 0. Please consider this 2 as 0, otherwise we'll get confused. As we have used the diagonal as a eigenvalues. So this is the eigenvalues only in the case this is upper triangular matrix. So that may be printing mistake. This is 0 here. Okay, remember that. If it is 2, then we have to think again how to make it 0 here, and then only we can say this diagonal is the eigenvalues, right? So I think this is 0. Okay, next question is up. Suppose that the eigenvalues of matrix A are 1, 2, 4. Then the determinant of A inverse transpose is. Okay, can you tell me if the matrix has eigenvalues lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, then what are the eigenvalues of A inverse?
1 upon lambda.
Yes, it is 1 upon lambda 1, 1 upon lambda 2 and 1 upon lambda 3. So you, easily we can find the eigenvalues of A inverse. And then my next question is, if lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of matrix A, then what will be the eigenvalues of A transpose? What are the eigenvalues of A transpose? Please answer someone. If we know the eigenvalues of A, then what will be the eigenvalues of A transpose? Transpose is simply we are changing rows by writing it as columns, or columns as rows. Okay, my next question, if we can't answer this, does the eigenvalue changes if we change the rows by columns or columns by rows?
Same.
Yes, is it possible?
No, not changes.
No,
Same.
yes, it will not change. So whatever are the eigenvalues of A, same will be the eigenvalues of A transpose. Correct? So whatever will be the eigenvalues of A inverse, that will be the eigenvalues of A inverse transpose. Right? So we want determinant. Now you have told me the eigenvalues. Tell me the determinant. Determinant of A inverse transpose. What is the determinant? Definition in terms of eigenvalues. Determinant is equal to
Product of eigenvalues.
yes, product of eigenvalues. Then just tell me the answer. We have find out eigenvalues of A inverse, and then A inverse transpose.
1 by 8.
Yes, 1 by Aditya, 1 by
8.
1 by 8. Okay, we'll check the answer. Yes, correct. Your answer should be 1 by 8. Very good. Okay, as it is 1, 2, 4. So determinant is now, we know product of eigenvalues, and trace is sum of eigenvalues, right? So the eigenvalues of A inverse are 1, 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. Therefore, determinant of A inverse is multiplying them 1 by 8. But it will not change if we take transpose also. Both are same, determinant of A inverse and A inverse transpose. Both are same, right? So it is 1 by 8 only, and that is 0.125. Any doubt? Okay, we'll move ahead. Next question. The two eigenvalues of the matrix 2, 1, 1p have a ratio of 3:1 for p is equal to 2. If we take p is 2, the ratio of the two eigenvalues is 3:1. Okay, then what is another value of p for which the eigenvalues have same ratio 3:1? Okay, one value if p is 2, it gives you the ratio 3:1. So what should be the other value of p so that it will give you same ratio 3:1? Okay, you be here only. I'll start again. So don't leave. Just come back. We have very less time, less than 1 minute. So we'll get out of Zoom. So we'll meet very quick again. Till then, note down the question and solve. Solving.
Option B.
Yes.
B.
B. 1. You are saying 1. If p is 2, have we find out the eigenvalues? If p is 2, what are the eigenvalues?
2, 2.
Yes, RB, what is the eigenvalue?
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
2 and 2. It is. Okay. If p is 2, we consider p is 2. Okay. Then the characteristic equation we have to write for that. That is determinant a minus lambda is 0. Or we have one definition also. What is that? Lambda square minus trace into lambda plus determinant, right? Lambda square minus trace of a into lambda plus determinant of a. This is the equation also standard. We can use that, or simply just write mod of lambda a minus lambda I is 0 and solve it. We'll get this equation, characteristic equation for p is 2. Okay. Then lambda is 1 and 3. Eigenvalues are 1 and 3. RV, whatever you are saying 2, 2, this is the case only if this is upper triangular or lower triangular. If p is 2 here, so we have to make it 0 here, right? For that, 2 multiply this equation, this row by 2 and subtract from this. So 2 minus 2 will be 0 and 2 into 2, 4 minus 1 will be 3, right? So we have to accordingly check, right? So we cannot directly say 2, 2. So find out the lambda. So lambda is here 1 and 3. Eigenvalues are 1 and 3. Okay, then there will be the ratio 1:3. Just see, for first 2, the ratio is already given 3:1. So in that ratio only your eigenvalue should be there 1, 3, 6, 2, like that. Okay, so we have got 3, 1, no doubt. Okay, then if we take P, now your options are, from options we have to solve it. So -2, 1, 7/3 and 14/3. Okay, so I'm checking for 14/3. Okay, last option. So if we put 14/3, 2, 1, 1 14/3. So I'm again using the formula lambda square minus trace 2 plus 14 by 3 lambda plus determinant is equal to 0. So solving this equation, we'll get 3 lambda square minus 20 lambda plus 25. So that is equal to 0, of course. So lambda is 5 and 5 by 3. So only in this case, if we see this is in the ratio 3:1. Can we check? Okay, if we multiply it by 3, we'll see that 3 into 5, 15 and 5. That is the ratio 3:1. So this is possible only in the case 14 by 3. Okay, so just check, just verify all other answers by putting here P and writing the equation. We'll get whatever will be the lambda, they will be not in the ratio 3:1. If they are not in the ratio 3:1, whatever we get will be wrong, right? So only the correct option is 14 by 3 in this case. Okay, next question is up. Consider the following 2 by 2 matrix A, where two elements are unknown and are marked by A and B. The eigenvalues of this matrix are -1 and 7. What are the values of A and B? So matrix A is given to you, 1, 4, B, A. This is your matrix A. So find out the values of A and B. Okay, a matrix is given 1, 4, B, A. A and B are unknown. So the eigenvalues of this matrix are also given to you, -1 and 7. Then what are the values of A and B?
Option D.
Option B, 4, 6.
D.
D, okay, 5.
D. A is equal to 5.
Okay, A is 5 and B is 3. Are we saying A is 5 and B is 3? Anyone else have solved this? Please share here. Okay, should we go towards answer then, or should I wait for some time? Okay, we'll see the answer. How do we solve this? Okay, we know that given that lambda 1 is -1 and lambda 2 is 7. These are the eigenvalues. So we know the properties, that is addition of the eigenvalues is nothing but trace and multiplication of those eigenvalues is nothing but the determinant. Product of eigenvalues is nothing but determinant, right? So lambda 1 plus lambda 2, that is nothing but -1 plus 7, that is 6, is equal to trace. What is the trace? Trace is nothing but this diagonal element, addition of the diagonal elements. That is nothing but 1 plus A. So 1 plus A is 6. So A is 5. Very good. Right? And second equation is lambda 1 into lambda 2. So -7 is equal to determinant of A. So just find determinant, that is A minus 4B. Determinant is A minus 4B is -7. But we have A is 5. So B is 3. Very good. So your correct answer is 5 and 3. Next question. The determinant of matrix A is 5 and the determinant of matrix B is 40. The determinant of matrix A into B is. Mod A is 5, mod B is 40, so it will be the mod AB. Come on, fast. Very easy if we know the formula. What is the formula? Mod AB is equal to, a determinant AB is equal to. Hmm. Okay, come on, tell me answer. Or tell me just possibility if we don't know correctly. What should be the answer? What do you think? What should be the answer? Hmm? Please. Okay. We know determinant of AB is equal to determinant A into determinant B. This is the formula. Determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. So now tell me answer. It will be, someone is writing, it will be 200. Good. You can unmute and talk. Okay. We know the formula, determinant AB is determinant A into determinant B. So it is 5 into 40, that is 200. Very easy, and we can easily get 1 mark in such case. Okay, next is the matrix A is such that a row vector and a column vector is there. Then the determinant of A is equal to. I want answer from you. First of all, this is multiplication of two matrices, and then we have to multiply first of all then these two matrices together, and then we can find the determinant. Okay, so try to multiply these two. The first one is 3 to 1. Okay, my first question to you is these two matrices multiplicable? Can we multiply them? Yes, okay. Yes, someone is saying yes. Okay, then in which cases we can multiply? And in which cases we cannot?
N is equal to M, we can multiply.
Yes, yes, very good. If m by n matrices, or if matrix is m by n, and if second matrix is n by p, right? What I'm saying, first is m by n and second is n by p, then if the number of columns in first vector is same as the number of rows in second vector, then only we can multiply, right? So
Yes.
in this case, very good, it is possible to multiply. Very good. So this is 3 by 1 and this is 1 by 3. So 3 by n and 1 by 3, in between there is 1 1, so it is 3 by 3 matrix. Whatever you get will be a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, then just tell me the 3 by 3 matrix now. Just read the first row of 3 by 3 matrix, whatever you have written. What is the first row of the 3 by 3 matrix multiplied? Chalo, come on, first row, are we? What is the first row? Yes.
30.
Okay.
First element 30 are.
First element. Sorry, we cannot hear you. what is your multiplication is first row, first column element. That will be first row, first column 2, right? Then second is first row, second column. The element is 18. Next is first row, third column. So the element is 10. So your first row is 2, 18 and 10. Correct? So second row, -4, -36, -20. And third row, 7, 63 and 35. Good. Then what is the determinant? Have you solved for determinant? I have got two answers here. Someone have written 1 and 2 also. I'm waiting for your answer. Waiting, waiting. Okay, if there are larger elements in the matrices, then just check in the column or throughout the row if something is common and you can take it out, so that it will reduce to a smaller numbers. If there's such, if then take it out. So the answer is 0. This is the matrix, and we know we want the determinant of that matrix, so we are taking determinant. Then directly 9 here and 5 here we can take outside. And if we will not take, just multiply and see the answer. So 2 into -36 minus, for such multiplications, again, if we do not have calci, then we have seen this such multiplications in aptitude. How to multiply two numbers? It's very easy. 6, 5, 30, 3 will be up. Then the cross multiplication 15 and 18. 15 and 18, 33. And there was 3 up. Then 36. So 6 there. 3 up now. 3 into 3. 9. 9 and 3. 12. Right? And similar, this is 0 here. We can write easily. Then 63. All are getting cancelled. So your answer is 0. Okay, the next question. The system of algebraic equations given below, the system is given, has a unique solution of, these are the options, has a unique solution of x is 1, y is 1 and z is 1, and only two solutions are given, infinite number of solutions or no feasible solution. So what is the correct option? You have to find out that. For that, we have to write the system Ax is equal to b. Just write the system 1 to 1 to 1 2 1 minus 1 1 and xyz outside and equal to 4 5 1, right? And then we have to consider the augmented matrix AB. So AB is 1 to 1 4 2 1 2 5 1 minus 1 1, and try to reduce it in row echelon form. And if rank of AB will be same as rank of A, then only there will be solutions. If rank of AB will be same as rank of A, then your further job will be to check if that rank is equal to number of variables or is less than the number of variables. If it is equal to the number of variables, rank is equal to the number of variables, then there is the unique solution. And if rank is less than the number of variables, then there are infinitely many solutions. So you are checking now. Your job is just to find out rank of AB is same as rank of A or not. If rank of AB itself is not same as rank of A, then it will have no feasible solution. Okay, the first. If both are same, okay, if both are same, and then if rank of A is equal to rank of B is equal to number of variables, that is 3 is equal to 3. If rank is 3, then we can say unique solution. And if rank is less than number of variables, then infinitely many solutions. Waiting for your answer. Just try to reduce it in row echelon. Augmented matrix AB in row echelon form. Okay, someone has ticked no feasible. Anyone else? No feasible means you are getting rank of A is not
C.
same as. Okay. So you're saying C. Okay, Prajakta, you're saying C. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let us check. Okay. Anyone else? Or should we go towards answer? Okay, this is the system. We have written the augmented matrix AB. Then we have to perform such operations where we have to make 0 here and 0 here and 0 here too, right? So we'll try that. For that, for 0 here, we have to subtract 2R1. So R2 minus 2R1, and here R3 minus simply R1. So we get first row as it is, second row 0 here, and while doing this 1 minus 4, that is minus 3, and 2 minus 2 0, and 5 minus 8 minus 3. Okay, and R3 minus R1 we get 1 minus 1 0, minus 1 minus minus 3, 1 minus 1 0, and 1 minus 4 minus 3. Okay, but while doing this we got 2 rows same, and if we try to make 0 here, everything will get to 0. So R3 minus R2 will give you 0 and 0. So everywhere it is 0. So if we talk about only this, only A part. So rank is 2. Okay. And if we consider the whole part, that is AB, augmented matrix AB, the rank is 2. A is also 2 and AB is also 2. So rank is, both the ranks are same. Rank of A is same as rank of AB. The system is consistent. So it has solution. Whatever it has, but it has a solution. It is not. So whoever have ticked no feasible, that is wrong. It has a solution. Okay. Then next, rank is 2. Okay. And the number of variables are x, y, z. That is 3. That is what? Rank is less than the number of variables. And if rank is less than number of variables, we say that the system have infinite number of solutions. Okay. And if rank is 3. If your rank will be 3, then we can say 3 is equal to 3. 3 is equal to the number of variables 3. Then unique solution. Okay, good. Next question. Perform the following operations on the matrix. A given matrix is here, and then two operations they have asked you, and after that the determinant is asked. Determinant of the resultant matrix is asked. So first operation is add the third row to the second row. So which row will change? Second row. Very good. Second row will change. Add third row to second row. So that second row will be 20, 11 and 300. And first and third will be as it is. Okay. And then subtract the third column from the first column. So which column will change? First column. Subtract the third column from first column. Whatever we have obtained right now, in that matrix, subtract third column from the first column. And whatever is the matrix, find out determinant of that matrix. Again, I'll tell you, if the values are bigger and if something is common, just take it out so that it will be easier. Common things you can take out. You're solving. Let me take you to answer. Okay, after first operation, second row has changed. This, and after next operation, first column have changed. So this is your resultant matrix. Just check your matrix. Minus 42, 4, 45. Minus 280, 11, 300. Minus 182, 2 and 195. Okay, then determinant is asked. It is minus 280. Yeah? Determinant is asked. So from the first column, you can see 42, 280, 182. These all are multiplies of 14 and all are negative, right? So you can take minus 14 out. So what will be here? 3, 20 and 13. Okay. So minus 14 out and the first column is this. From second column, nothing is common. So let it be as it is. And from third column, you can see 15 is common. 15 is multiple to everyone. So 15 will take out. And here will be 3, 20 and 13. And if we can see, there are two same columns. Two same columns. If such thing is there, then the determinant is 0. Remember, for two same rows or two same columns, or if we want, we can find out. If we want to physically find out, we can do that. 3 into 11, 13 minus this, minus 4 into this, into this. This is obviously 0. 20, 13 minus 20, 13. So this is 0 plus 3 into 22 minus 11, 13. 11, 13, 22. Right? So everything will go to 0. So answer is 0. Next question. If the following system has non-trivial solution, system is given, then which of the following option is true? So for non-trivial solution, what is the condition for non-trivial solution? Non-zero solution, obviously. Any system will have a non-trivial solution only if its determinant is equal to 0. Remember. For non-trivial solution, determinant must be 0. Determinant of A is 0. That is, we'll try to write the determinant. What is the determinant? X, Y, Z are the variables. So P, Q, R, Q, R, P, R, P, Q. Determinant is equal to 0. This determinant. Okay. Then apply some transformations and solve this matrix. So what we do here is, see, we are adding first column, second and third column in first column. Right? What we are doing for first column is we are adding all the three columns together. So first column will be P plus Q plus R, second, third will be as it is, and after that we are taking P plus Q plus R outside. Right? So here it is 1, 1, 1. Then it is equal to 0. Then after applying row operations, we get 0, 0 here, and then R minus Q, P minus R, P minus Q, Q minus R, which is equal to 0. Okay, this 2R 0 means either this is 0 and this is 0 or this is 0, right? So P plus Q plus R is 0 or this determinant is 0, right? So we got first condition P plus Q plus R is 0. Now second condition we are solving. By solving this second condition, we have reduced it and now we can take the determinant. So determinant is, after solving this, we'll get P square plus Q square plus R square minus PQ minus QR minus PR is equal to 0. Determinant of this thing. Right. So, if we can see P, PQ, 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 PR, PR, QR, QR. All the terms are there for the square, but they should be twice. So there will be no problem if we multiply 2 on RHS and 2 on LHS. So 2 will be to every term and 2 into 0 will be 0. So it will be P minus Q bracket square plus Q minus R square plus R minus P square. Okay. Then that is equal to 0. So what we can say is either P minus Q is 0, Q minus R is 0 and R minus P is 0. Right. So P is equal to Q, Q is equal to R and R is equal to P. That is P is equal to Q, Q is equal to R. So there are two conditions, that is P plus Q plus R is 0 or P is equal to Q is equal to R. So we will go towards options. So the options are, here is the option, P plus Q plus R is 0. P is equal to Q is equal to R. Okay, as there is only one option P plus Q plus R is 0. So from this option only we can write the correct answer. But if there are two such options, like here it is also if R, P plus Q plus R is 0, then we need to change the second condition. So second is this one. The correct option is C. Any doubt? Okay, then the next question. For a given matrix P is 4 plus 3i minus I, and 4 minus 3i only, that there is a printing mistake. This is I only, 4 minus 3i, where I is equal to root minus 1. That is complex. These are complex numbers. The inverse of the matrix P is, inverse is asked. So P is given to you, 4 plus 3i minus I 4 minus 3i. And we know the inverse is nothing but 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of, in this case, P we can say. So inverse is 1 upon determinant of P into adjoint of P. So just find out determinant and adjoint. Adjoint, I'll tell you, it is the inverse of, adjoint is the transpose of the matrix of cofactors. What is determinant? Either 24 or 25. As in option, it is 24, 25, 24, 25. So what is the option?
20,
Yes, Arvi?
25 determinant.
25. Okay. So two options are already gone, A and C. So either B or D will be the correct one, right? So as 25, we are telling me the determinant. Okay. Then adjoint. Try to find out the adjoint. For adjoint, first find the matrix of cofactors. So your first element E in the cofactor matrix is A11 capital or P11. 1 and first row, first column will hide and we get 4 minus 3i. So your first element is 4 minus 3i into minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1. That is 1. So in first cofactor matrix, we get 4 minus 3i. Next, second A12, we hide first row and second column and we get I. But as this is 1, 2 elements, so minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2. That is minus 1 cube. That is minus. So second element is minus I. Getting? Third element. Here it is element is second row first column, that is 2 1 A21. Second row first column, second row first column, hiding. Here it is minus I, but as it is 2 1 element, so 2 plus 1 minus 1 raised to 2 plus 1 minus. So minus into minus I, that is I. So the third element, here element, it will be I in the matrix of cofactors. And the last element A22, second row second column, that will be 4 plus 3i. Minus 1 raised to 2 plus 2, 1. That will be 1. So the element is 4 plus 3i. So I think you are getting matrix of cofactors as 4 minus 3i. And what is that? Minus I. Minus I and 4 plus 3i. Just check. And then this is the matrix of cofactors. Then we need transpose of that. Transpose of that. So the first row, you have to write as first column. That is 4 minus 3i minus I column in column and I 4 plus 3i. So what is correct option? I have given you all the hints. Yes?
Option B.
B or A?
2 B.
B. Okay. 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 We'll check the answer. Okay. Determinant P is 24. We have find that 4 plus 3i, 4 minus 3i into minus I, minus I, minus I. These two terms we know I square is minus 1. So solving this, we get 24. Then adjoint is, so the correct answer is here. That is 4 plus 3i, 4 plus 3i. Is it correct? See? No.
Determinant.
No, this is not correct. There should be some mistake. Okay, what is it? What you got the answer?
B. Option B.
Okay, then that will be correct. I think that will be correct. As I am solving together with you. Have we got first answer, anyone? First is correct. Whatever is the matrix of cofactors, here is a printing mistake, here is a printing mistake. Remember, in answer. So whatever you got the matrix of cofactor, just take a transpose of that. And whatever will be the answer, that will be correct one. And determinant is 24. They are saying not 25. You told me 25. As it is I square, and that is plus I square, that is minus 1. Right? So it is 24, not 25. Just check this once, okay? Next question is there. The smallest and largest eigenvalues of the following matrix are. solve it and tell me the smallest and largest. Just find the eigenvalues and tell me which is smallest and which is largest. We can use determinant A minus lambda equal to 0, that is characteristic equation, or we can reduce it to row echelon form, and then the diagonal will be the eigenvalues. Use determinant.
1 and 2.
Yes,
1 and 2, option D.
1 and 2. Okay, option D. Okay, let us check. Yes, it is 1 and 2. We have used the characters. Again, our time is less than 1 minute. Please come back fast. Okay, if it cuts, please come back fast. So characteristic equation is, this is the equation. We are substituting the values and we are okay. Then solving this equation, we'll get the answer. Lambda is 1 and 2. There is 1, 1 and 2. So only the options are 1 and 2. Here it is cubic equation. So yeah, question is again how to solve. Use synthetic division and solve. Okay, the next question. For the matrix A 5 3 1 3, one of the normalized eigenvector is given as. Okay, one of the vector eigenvector is given as. To find eigenvector, we first need to find the eigenvalues. So tell me the eigenvalues. Use the characteristic equation, determinant A minus lambda I. And tell me the eigenvalues. First of all, just tell me the eigenvalues. Okay, what are the eigenvalues? Okay, solving this equation, we get lambda square minus 8 lambda plus 15 minus 3, that is 12, is equal to 0. So 12 is, I think, 6 into 2. 6 into 2. So minus 6 minus 2, that will give you 2 and 6. So lambda is 2 and 6. Okay. And for to find eigenvector, we know a minus lambda into x bar is equal to 0. This is the equation. So 5 minus lambda 3. Just subtracting lambda, we are writing the equation. And lambda is first 2. We are subtracting lambda is 2 in the above equation. So we get 3311. Right? So writing the equation, 3x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 0, x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. Right? And solving them, we can again see these two equations are same. Right? So solving them, x, if we multiply this equation by 3 and subtracting this equation, so everything will get removed. So what we have to do is, as these are two same equations, we'll write x1 is equal to minus x2, and anyone we have to assume as arbitrary. So x2, suppose we have assumed k, so x1 will be minus k, right? So x1, x2 is minus k, k. So whatever are the values here and here, they will be just of sign difference. So we'll check such option. Is there such option there given? So same numbers, but just the sign change. Here it is. Same numbers and just the sign change. This is the eigenvector there. All other are different. So if such option will not be there, then we have to find for other eigenvalue, some other eigenvalue. That is lambda is 6. So your correct option is B. K is arbitrary constant, so we can write any arbitrary constant, whatever it can be there. Minus k, or we can write k minus k, no doubt at all. So if we assume x is k, and then x2 will be minus k. Okay. Next question. A system is represented in state space as x dot is ax plus bu, where a is and b is the value of alpha for which the system is not controllable is. Okay, this is something different. The system is not controllable. We can say the system is not controllable if it the controllable matrix, determinant of the controllable matrix is 0, something like that. So just see the answer. For a system to be uncontrollable, its controllability determinant should be equal to 0. And what we call the controllability determinant is, we have to find first AB and then pre-multiply by B again. So BAB, determinant of BAB should be 0. So AB we are finding here. A is here, B is here. So finding AB, we are getting this. And then we are writing BAB together. So AB is this and B is 1, 1. So writing 1, 1 and this together, that is BAB. And BAB, determinant of BAB is 0. That we get alpha plus 6 minus 3, that is alpha plus 3 is 0, that is alpha is equal to minus 3. This will be the solution. And this is the end of the slide. Thank you. And wait, let me take the snapshot.